What on earth? Oh my god, you're kidding. You're not gonna believe this. I literally was just cleaning out my attic. Another one! Crumbling plaster picture frame. Those were halfway in the floor. I've just been messaging a lot with Charlie from the Stitchery. If you watch my sewing videos, you probably know her. That's probably her again. But I've been doing it so much that I've had to just take my glove off of my thumb so you know I can work the smartphone. It's ridiculous, it's so silly, but it's reality. Also, say hi to Charlie in the comments. Mine or hers. What does she have to say? Hello? Oh boy. Well, you're gonna have to take my word on it right now because the exposure is horrible, but there is some sort of fun looking case back in there. It looks a lot like one of the, what are they called? Like luggage cases, kind of from the 50s. They've got these like Samsonite. I'll throw some images up here. Looks like there might be one of those back in the corner. And if it is, it's very exciting because I have one already and it would be kind of fun to add to my collection. They make really fun travel sewing kits, as seen in my Bilbo's house robe video. All right, let's go explore. Oh, it's really heavy. What on earth? Well, it's a whole heck of a lot heavier than I expected, that's for sure. Should we open it up and see what's inside? Oh my god! You're kidding! Y'all, you're not gonna believe this. Just you wait. Holy crap. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. That, my friends, is a sewing machine. And it looks like it's in pristine shape. Oh my goodness. Alright, you're not gonna believe this. I literally was just cleaning out my attic and pulled what I thought was gonna be one of those like cool old-fashioned train suitcases, but like a handbag purse size thing. And I just pulled it out from between two floorboards and I was like, wow, this is really heavy. Guess you will not believe what is in here. It is a antique bright white Singer and it looks like it's in pristine shape. I'm gonna send you a photo of this. It is blowing my mind. Gotta send Charlie a video of this. Hold on friends, this is too much fun. There is the suitcase in question, and then look at that. It's so pretty. I can't wait to dig her out and look at it. I hope she's in working shape. I absolutely cannot wait to get this downstairs and plug it in and see if she's working because she looks like she's in good shape. Go to do some more exploring on this later, but for now I'm gonna try and stay focused despite the excitement and keep working on this attic. Let's go! Okay friends, let's take a break from the chaos of the dusty attic and do a nice little 5-minute rest and reset thanks to today's sponsor, Rise, and their signature mushroom coffee. You see it on the channel all the time. My mornings always start off with a cup of coffee to fuel the renovations, and Rise coffee combines that comforting coffee flavor that you crave, but with a boost of brain and body benefits. Their flagship mushroom coffee, which is what I'm drinking today, includes a blend of these 6 mushrooms, as well as a probiotic blend that's gonna help with your digestive wellness and immune support. It's USDA certified organic. Every serving's got 90 milligrams of caffeine and 2,000 milligrams of mushrooms. There's no sugar added, it's dairy-free, it's jitter-free, which is great if you suffer from the caffeine jitters. Rise, instead, it delivers smooth, sustained energy that's gonna help you stay energized and focused, but without that caffeine crash that we all sometimes suffer from. So if you would like to try Rise Mushroom Coffee for yourself, you can click the link in the description or scan the QR code, should be on screen right here, and use my code SHANMAKES15 to receive 15% off of your first purchase. So thank you to Rise for sponsoring this video, and now let's head back up in my dusty attic after I finish my cup of joe first. The goal, of course, is not just to clean the attic and sort all of the antiques, but also, and even mainly, to uncover all the missing floorboards. And unfortunately, all of these missing floorboards appear to be trapped kind of over here and under this whole jumble of junk. The whole attic has been like this. It's just a constant shuffle of sorting, tossing, and searching for more floorboards. Nice. That's very cool. That's gonna be useful. This is also where I found some of the paintings as well as the Soviet brand bulbs that I showed in my previous Attics Antiques video. I'll be sure to link that in the description if you want to check it out next. I know I've said before that my attic raises many questions, and one of them is, why does there appear to be some sort of almost commercial scale satellite weather vane goes on your roof to attract signals type thing? Why? It just keeps going, and I still have questions. I do not particularly like the sound of wind chimes. At one point, I'm sure they sounded lovely. Honestly, it would be kind of fun to detangle them and hang them in the backyard, but I don't even know if that's going to be possible. Okay, I've got the chimes, and I think I'm just going to sit down and see if I can spend maybe 10 minutes untangling this nastiness, and if I can, I'm going to go hang them up outside somewhere and give them a shot. Let's just start untangling. Oh, no, wait. First things first. Much better. How did it manage that? Truly impressive in the worst possible way. Okay. Like, honestly, this is worse than Christmas lights. Feels like this would be easier if I had somewhere I could hang this up. Ta-da! Ladder. Ladder, viewer, ladder. Now I just need like a bar here, and then I can hang this, and I think that's gonna make my life easier. We have the chime suspended, and now hopefully this will go a bit faster. And it did go much faster, especially when you account for the magic of editing. We did it! Now, the one thing I have noticed is that the bonger thing, someone's gonna tell me what the right word for this is in the comments, but the bonger thing is missing the weight at the bottom. There should be something on the end of that string. So I guess I'm just gonna, I don't know, find some heavy nuts or something and tie them on. And we can go hang this outside. Whee! Yeah, I think there. It'll do it right there. I need the chair to stand on. Ta-ta! Well, there we go. She's all installed, and I don't know if you can hear, but it is a very windy day, so we're gonna get a preview of whether these work sooner rather than later. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned it when it happened because I think it just didn't fit into the storyline of that specific video. But these chairs, the one that I just climbed on, and there's another one over here too, Phil brought them back from the dump. They were another dumpster find, and they're in perfect shape. They look really good. So yeah, check that out. 2 perfectly good, fine, in great shape, not even that worse for wear lawn chairs for free $99. My favorite price tag of all time. Okay, back to work in the attic. Okay, I feel really silly. And there's probably already 20 comments down in the comment section telling me this, but I was staring at it and I was like, you know, it's a really windy day and it's not making a lot of noise. And then I thought about it and I was like, wait a second. I don't think it's supposed to be a weight on the bottom of a chime. I think it's supposed to be something like, you know, paddle shaped to catch the wind so that it catches the wind and then it makes the bonger bong into the pipes. So I went and spent 2 seconds doing a Google search, and sure enough, that is absolutely the case. Wind chimes. Ta-ta, need to have this at the bottom. To be honest, I might not change it. I am kind of fine with the fact that it doesn't make a lot of noise, but I feel like for the sake of science, I probably at some point should just go in and replace it with a proper, I actually want to call it clapper. That might be the wrong word too, but sure, someone's gonna correct me. I probably should replace it just, you know, for the sake of science and to see if I do tolerate the sound. But for now, I am absolutely not heartbroken that my wind chimes are actually relatively quiet. Okay, now back to the attic. Another one! What was this man doing? We've got another one. I don't know what was going on here, but they had really good connection. No jello. Empty jello, sad day. Jell? No. I'll see myself out. Another crumbling plaster picture frame. Apparently somebody was a Garfield fan. Well, those were halfway in the floor. Light fixtures. Oh, out of space. Bye. Okay, friends, it is time to talk about this. What are the odds that me, Shannon Makes, who used to run a sewing channel before I bought this house, would find a literal sewing machine in the floorboards? And it looks like it's in pristine shape. So I thought that we should maybe spend some time going through this bad boy, see like what model is it, learn a little bit about it, see if it's working. I know that not everybody here is interested in sewing, so I will not dwell on it. I will not spend more than 5 minutes of your time on this segment, but I thought, come on, we have to at least see, does it work? When does it date to? All that good stuff. So without further ado, let's turn you around and let's open this puppy up. Now, I will say I haven't had any time or energy to actually dive into this any further. So you've seen as much of this situation, the setup, as I have. So we're gonna discover it together. I think the case lay its life on the line for the sacrifice of the machine inside, because the machine inside looks pristine. There we go. That is what the inside looks like. Now, we do not have smell-o-vision, but let me tell you, there is a distinct odor coming from this. It's not bad, it's just old. But let's pull this out. The style of this foot pedal is also lending itself to the theory that this is like 1950s, maybe even 60s. Like this is not something from the 1910s or 20s. This was just floating in there. It looks like it might be the serial number for it. Now, normally the serial numbers would be found like in this general area on the front, either on a plaque under this S or sometimes a plaque like right here. But I don't see one, and I don't see it. Oh, you know what, actually? I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but can you see in the reflection where the stickum used to be? This used to be stuck on right there. There's a lot of dust that has settled on her. That buddy's a little loose, so we can tighten that down. She's in really great shape though, honestly. The enamel looks great. It's like there's hardly a ding in it. The only thing I will say is the belt here looks a bit brittle, which, I mean, understandable. That attic was probably not the best place for it to be. I imagine this is probably the, aha! Oh, the light bulb works. So we're gonna thread this up and see if it'll work. Okay, so skip forward in time because I've got it all threaded and I've been playing with it. Bigger issue is that the thread from the bobbin is not playing nicely with the thread from the top. They're having trouble looping on each other, basically. They're not bird's nesting, they're not connecting at all. We're gonna look up the manual for this, but in order to find the manual, we need to know what manual I'm looking up. We need to know the make and model. So I'm guessing it's a 221K, like it says on the side, but let's try and look up this serial number and see what we can learn about this puppy. That looks like it. Okay. Oh, it's a featherweight. Oh my gosh. Superb rare 1964 white featherweight on eBay, $1,375 US. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. Super. Wow. That is this machine. All right. So, okay, where on here does it have the serial number? Oh, the serial number is on the bottom? Haha! We have a serial number. Okay, so let's go back to the previous website. The Singer sewing machine was made in 1935. This was not made in 1935. Singer has recently pulled some of their dating and identification information from their website. Let's try a second website. This Singer 221K in white color was introduced in Great Britain in about the 1960s. Was only made in Kilbowie in Scotland. Well, that's a funny tie-in between Nova Scotia and Scotland. Year allotted from 1935 onwards. Okay, so this does not actually tell us anything other than it was manufactured from 1935 or more recently, so that is still not incredibly helpful. Insert the needle into the needle camp to the left of the thread guide as far as it'll go. With the flat side of the shank to the left. Oh, well, that might be the problem. Okay, folks, I might have solved it. That might be the problem. That would be great. So I might not even have to change the needle. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo! Friends, look at that. That is a beautifully stitched piece of fabric. It's perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so exciting. Wow. Who knew that I would have pulled a fantastic, in working shape, beautiful condition, featherweight Singer out of my attic floorboards? That's wild. We will be using this for sure in upcoming projects, so I cannot wait. Very exciting. It's the house that keeps on giving. And in this case, it's actually a welcome gift. We will take more sewing machines. Very cool, I guess. On with the video. Huzzah! It looks like just a bunch of plain cardboard boxes, but we all know it's probably not going to be that easy. That actually is just a cardboard box. Radio, anyone? Ooh, these are pretty though. Oh, that's fun. I have found a matching one of these in the basement a while ago, and now it's a set. That's kind of fun. Oh, why are you so heavy? Hardware, that's why. Front door hardware. Lots of hardware. Probably came with the door originally. Well, it's full of bird poop, but looks like it would clean up really nicely. Cute. Old electrical cables. Of course. Ooh. More fun glassware. Think that's still valid? Introduction to Basic Programming. Probably not. Good Words, 1867. Oh, wow. Okay, this is absolutely fascinating. We're gonna have to look at this in more detail later. The cover is absolutely shot, but it says Good Words from 1867. It has some handwritten inscription. To Janet in memory of Miss Bessie. Not sure. We are definitely going to have a look at this later because it is super interesting. Also, because the binding is scrapped. Look, you can see what they stabilized the spine with. Looks like pieces of an old newspaper or something of that sort. Interestingly, it's actually British because these are all in, the prices are all in pounds. Very cool. Definitely checking this out later. It's a shame it's totally scrapped though, as a book. Ah! The box for a Kenmore sewing machine. It is, of course, empty, but well, that's pretty funny still. Oh look, more books. Business, English, and communication. The Iron Mistress. Whew. Iron Mistress almost fell through the floorboards. Oh, she's not the only thing to have fallen through the floorboards. What's going on down here? A menu for a pizza place. A handwritten note. Another handwritten note. And a bunch of broken glass. More old books. The Cleft Rock. Unconquered. Wow, these are all in such bad shape. These are mostly romance novels, and they're completely waterlogged, so they're going in the recycling. This looks like it belongs on something, but I am not sure what. It's a mystery. Another picture frame. Ooh, that sounds broken. Huh. This clock is completely water damaged, but would match my kitchen wallpaper very nicely. Boyd's. What are you? A picture frame? Light fixture? I think I may have found an answer to the giant radio station thing, and I think it's in the form of this piece of paper because this is gonna have to wait for the next episode of Attic Antiques because this one is over. But if you want to keep the fun rolling, you can click on the video on screen to go over some of the previous adventures in third floor foraging. Oh, this doesn't have a microphone on it? Oh, are you kidding me? Ah! There. Now you have a microphone, so you should be able to hear me complain in full clarity.